really well done. And you would be very impressed with it.
I just think it's fun because I'll confuse her and just a bunch of people because I'll watch anime sometimes without subtitles.
Yeah, because she's fluent in Japanese. So
Are you serious?
Hajimemashite, Gabbee Pistoresi, Nihongo nashimasu ka?
And I'm like, I'm dyslexic. Please turn the English back on.
Oh my gosh. Whoa, why did you learn this?
So when I was going to Eastern Washington University before like COVID and a bunch of stuff happened, Japanese was actually my minor.
Okay, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And this is Shot 30 Podcast, and I am Shayne Neubert, and today we have a very special guest in the studio. I've actually waited for this guest for a very long time to be here, and it's finally happened. We have Gabbee Pistoresi.
Yes.
God damn, I'm fucking awesome. Well, I know you by multiple names, but
Yes.
I stay away from last names, and we have your beautiful lady in the background there.
Yes.
Miss Maddie is here. Oh, did you get those eyelashes in?
No,
The
I
eyelashes are almost in from all the way over there.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, and okay, we're going to dive all the way down, but first let me say Shot 30 Podcast is available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, CastBox, YouTube, all those things. Please like, share, subscribe, leave a review on Apple Podcasts. The links are here. They're down below. Go help us out because you guys have been awesome. You guys have been seriously so awesome with the numbers. Episode 150, over 6,000 views, over 20,000 downloads. I appreciate it so much. So let's keep the flow going, and other people that you want to see on the show, let us know, and what you want to hear us talk about. Yeah. And we just had, do you know John L.?
Yes.
Yeah, John L. was just on the podcast, and that
awesome.
was, we were talking about aliens, and we were just in
I
the
love
midst
that.
of everything. But, so Gabbee is does drag.
Yes.
And also, you're an expert salesperson. You have a Twitch stream.
I do.
And honestly, what don't you do?
Sleep.
Yeah.
I don't sleep.
I understand that. So out of all your hobbies, what's your favorite hobby?
Honestly, because there's too many of them, so I would say, like, there is drag. Drag is a really good hobby that, honestly, I've turned basically into a career, which I'm really thankful for. Mm-hmm. Coding, which is what I'm going to school for.
And what exactly is coding?
So I'm going to school for computer science, so I'm, like, programming computers and making, like, different programs to, like, run video games, run through databases, build different kinds of reports and stuff, so.
Well, I always thought, like, coding is, like, when they're hacking in people's computers.
I mean, it's similar. Like, that is kind of coding. You're breaking into the mainframe of the computer and changing the computer code.
My favorite code, dude, is Code Red, dude. Oh, shit.
I love that Mountain Dew.
I know. I used to, I remember there was me and my buddy, I would go to my buddy's house, and we had this ritual, and it was to get a live wire or a Code Red, and then we'd go downstairs, and we'd eat Oreos and play Madden. We'd play Madden until everybody went to bed, and then it turned from Oreos and Code Red to Oreos and Bud Light, and that was just.
I love Madden.
Yeah. Oh, you do?
I do. I love Madden.
I'm so stoked for the new one to come out. I used to do. You know how they used to have when they released the game, they would have like a competition at all the Walmarts. If you won,
Yes.
you got it. I won Kiwanis, I won Galesburgs, and I won Monmouths. Yeah, and I won the game, and then. Something happened along the way where every little kid just got super fucking good at the game. Like,
I don't know where it came from. Just all like Fortnite, like that. Everyone just automatically.
but it is so crazy. And if you watch some of these people play, it's like, what are they even doing with their hands?
Right?
I mean, I don't know how good you are at the games, but I know I'm good enough that I can beat Timmery. Like, and she's just awful. Like. But are you like super skilled at the games?
Depending on the games I play. I mean, I play Fortnite every so often because Maddie likes to watch me play. I play a lot of RPGs mainly, though.
You get mad when you
Does she play as well?
She plays Stardew with me.
Stardew. Don't know what that is.
Stardew Valley.
Oh, Starview.
Stardew.
Oh, wait. What was I thinking of? Starview Valley? I there was some game that I was playing. It was supposed to be like Harvest Moon. You
That's
remember?
Stardew Valley.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I thought it was Starview. I don't know, Mandela effect or something got me. But man, Harvest Moon was the shit.
It really was. Still is.
Oh yeah, they brought it back and I bought it and it just it didn't feel the same.
That's fair. Nothing feels the same as like all the classic games. I have the original Animal Crossing that first came out in the US for GameCube. And the graphics and the way it feels is totally different from the new one. Like, you have to save using like the little gyroid things that you dig out of the ground now, and they're just decoration now, but before you had to use them every single minute.
So what is your all-time favorite game then?
So I have two in their series.
Okay.
So I love the Dragon Age games.
Okay, I don't know what that is.
So two companies basically. So Dragon Age makes Mass Effect, and so BioWare makes Dragon Age and Mass Effect. Two of my favorite game companies.
Okay,
of all time.
I know it. Okay.
So Dragon Age is basically Mass Effect, but more fantasy with like the dragons and all that kind of stuff. And then my other one, it would have to be Elder Scrolls and Fallout.
I've heard of the Elder Scrolls one too. I've actually watched some
Skyrim.
people. Yeah, I've watched some people play that. And so, first of all, what is your Twitch stream? Like, what is the?
Gabbee P.
That's it.
Gabbeep.
How the fuck did you pull that name? Like, isn't there like 9 million people who could already would have claimed it?
You would think, but like the way that I spell Gabbee has always been completely different than how most people spell Gabbee.
Oh.
So.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I just know that like I think it was Xbox 360, and I was like, man, I need to have the best name. I need to have the coolest name I could possibly. So I kept typing stuff in and said invalid. You know, like I would have like KOK boy or like yeah, like and I guess you can't call yourself cock boy or whatever. Like, but then finally I hit solid gold. It was cute rear end 6. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. And so I was just running around on Call of Duty, cute rear end 6, just poning noobs, dog.
That's just as bad as when I got my PS3 from a hand-me-down, and it already had like a name on it, and I was like, oh, I wonder what my gamer tag on here is, and it's Father's Touch. And I was like,
Jesus. Damn, dude. Wow.
Someone wiped the system along with all the Jason Derulo music that was on it.
Yeah, dude. Somebody brought religion right into that PS3. Oh, Father's Touch. That's something else. Did you go through like the search history on it?
No, but I was laughing because it was from my brother, and I was like, I called him up, I'm like, why is there so much Jason Derulo on this PS3?
Yeah.
Someone was going through something.
Oh, yeah. Somebody they were feeling some feels back there.
Yeah.
You know, I actually had so the reason why I asked if you had went through the internet on it is because at one point I had gotten a phone. My phone broke and I had to get a replacement one. They gave me this replacement one and I turned it on and I was like, what the fuck? There's a background on it. It wasn't like, it was
didn't
weird.
do the complete reset.
It was a Hispanic guy with like a big cowboy hat on. And I was like, what the fuck is this? And then I click on messages and there's a bunch of messages in it. They didn't wipe the phone that they had sent me. So I start going through this and I'm like reading, like this guy's like macking on it's like Tinder dates. Like, I mean, like it was people he's met on Bumble and Plenty of Fish and stuff. And so he's like macking on these women and I'm like, look at, and he's sending them pictures of this big, long, brown wiener. And I'm like, I'm just like, what the fuck? And he just over and over again to all these different girls. And then I go to his actual pictures on his phone, and I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? I'm gonna let him know I got his fucking phone for some reason. And then as I'm going through, This guy has pictures of himself, same head from the background of the screen, and he had the tiniest little wiener in a bushel of pubes. He was sending all these women pictures from the internet that he was pretending were him. It was wow, it was something else. Dude, Verizon gave me a new, or I can't say Verizon, bleep Verizon, bleep it, but don't bleep it the second time. Yeah, they gave me a new phone just like that. Yeah, they were, here you go. Please don't.
Wait. So you didn't buy this from someone? Like you bought it from?
No,
company?
it was the replacement from
the
my
company.
insurance. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, they sent it in the mail to me.
What the fuck?
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Jose was killing it back there, dude. It was really weird. But I mean, the amount of the belly laughs that I got from the message to the photographs, it was something else.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that happened like, I don't know, probably 6 months ago. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So not long ago.
Yeah, you would be working with like a massive lawsuit. You know how
Yeah.
I mean, if you gave out something like that to people, oh my God, or just say, and then all you'd have to do is say like, I'm ashamed for the rest of my life, and boom, sending them checks. Yeah.
Bleep.
Oh, I was just saying this time. you both got me. I was like, what the fuck? Oh.
They should send you so many free phones from now on.
Yeah, for every time I say yeah. But so what made you want to do drag in the first place?
So, literally all it was, well, what started with it is, so I'm from Washington State originally. And so I have a lot of friends up there that are queens. And so going to college, it was just like, I had just come out, starting to like figure out myself out, what my interests were, what I wasn't interested in.
How old were you when you came out?
I was a junior in high school.
Okay.
I was like 17.
Younger than most, and I mean, like,
Yeah.
That's starting to turn over a little bit more now.
Yeah.
But, okay, so then you're in college now, and...
Yep, and I was just like dressing in drag to go to drag shows. I never performed or anything until I actually moved here. So last year, Mona Cyanide's pageant, the one that I won this year, was actually my drag debut.
We were going to put some, like, applauses in there. Woo! And we'll put some pictures. I love taking pictures of you on stage. I know that sounds super fucking creepy to say, but...
I make the best facial expressions, I feel like.
No, you own it. You're a baller. You come right out. Is it that chair hurting your butt?
I got too big of an ass for this.
Trust me, I know the same feeling. Mine starts hurting after about a solid 7. Yeah. But now you kill it. When you get up on stage, you're such a baller. Like, your face changes and you have like just so much energy. It's very comparable, like the way I do stand up. Like,
it is.
Just like, boom, you're like, here I am.
Yeah.
And you bounce around. You're covered in colors all the time, and it's awesome.
Yeah, like I said, I just last year, I've only been doing drag a little over a year. And it was Mona Cyanide needed people to be in the pageant. It was like, hey, you want to be in the pageant? And I'm like, eh. She's like, all you have to do is dress in drag. And I'm like, that's it? That's it. Okay, let's do it. I didn't find out I had to perform until 2 weeks before the pageant.
What was your song?
Talking Body by Tovlo, the same one I did at Pride with that bodysuit.
Oh, there you go. Oh, wow. Nice callback to it. Is that the first Pride you've performed at?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Isn't that...
Well, first, I performed at Fall Pride, like, open stage, and then I did a number with Chase and Lewis. Chase and L. Lewis, and, like, we did a number together, but that was, like, the first time that it was a standalone kind of thing with me.
Oh, that's awesome. What's your favorite, is Pride your favorite moment then, or what was your favorite moment performing?
My favorite moment performing, honestly, was probably the first time I got on stage at the pageant last year.
Whoa, wow,
It
that's
just
crazy.
opened a whole new world to me that I didn't think would be possible.
Yeah,
You're so cute.
what's your favorite moment of hers?
Because she actually won runner-up to me. I won first place last year.
I did know that.
So, like, probably, I guess it was that pageant because it was my
Girl,
second
talking to that
pageant.
mic over there.
Okay, it was my second pageant I've ever done. The first one I did was very cliquey where I was, and I was city when I did one. And so I did Mona's, and I wasn't expecting on winning. And then I won that, and I was like, oh shit, I guess I'm better than I thought I am, so that's fine. And then I met Gabbee, and Gabbee was super cute and so nervous, and I'm like, you're okay. And, like, she was super embarrassed because I had to help her put in a packer in her pants. Awkward eye contact the whole time.
Yeah.
Oh, that's perfect.
Because we weren't together at the time.
But hey, that was it.
It worked out.
That's a good. I mean, that's a good first memory. I
Yeah.
mean, it doesn't get much more interesting.
With my ex staring us down the whole goddamn time. I was like, excuse me.
Oh,
Yeah, it was great.
So, with you doing the drag and everything like that, now is there somewhere like is there a stage that you want to be on, or is there like I don't know I look at people and sometimes people just love to do open mics with
Right.
stand up. Sometimes people don't want to be a big time stand up comedian or want to be a big performer in front of lots of people. They just like doing it. Sometimes people just like to play Madden just because they like to play Madden, not because they want to be the best or beat everybody. You know, like
Right.
what is your goal, or if there is one?
So I know in the state of Iowa, I really, really want to perform at Studio 13. I want to perform at Basics in Cedar Rapids.
Oh, that's a cool
And
place.
I really want to perform at the Garden in Des Moines.
Hmm.
But I guess one of my ultimate goals is I want to be able to perform somewhere back home in Washington so my friends and family can see me.
So Washington State.
Yeah.
Yeah. And are you familiar with Puyallup?
Yes.
Yeah. That's where my ancestors came from.
Okay.
Yeah. And by ancestors, I mean my mom. But no, that's awesome. And well, basics. That should be pretty easy to get up in there, right? Or
yeah,
is
it's more so they do open stages a lot on Sundays. I think every Sunday, but I work most times.
Oh, gotcha.
I work on Sundays.
The very first drag show I ever went to was there.
Okay.
And it started out as the worst experience I've ever had in my life. Dude, I've never been treated so rudely by people in my whole life.
At Basics?
Yeah. So the way this day went down was we had walked in there and we're having fun. You know, I'm a little nervous because I've never been in a place like that.
Right.
And so, but I'm there to have fun, and I'm like buying some people drinks, and a few people are being nice. And then I started noticing like people were being like giving me like mean looks, and like it got really weird and it got really awkward, and like I didn't know what was going on. And one guy walked up to me, this beautiful dude. This guy was jacked. He looked like Cam Newton, and he was extremely gay. I mean, he made me know it. Like, and he goes, "It's because you look like all the guys that bullied these guys in here, or these guys and gals in here. You look exactly." I was buff. I mean, really jacked. I mean, I had a stern look on my face, but that's not what I meant to.
Right.
And he goes, "That is exactly why you're." And he goes, "It's not going to happen anymore." He goes, and then he just starts yelling at people, and then it all changed from there. But it was like really, really
Intimidating.
Yeah, like I don't know what it was. And then a couple of the performance came up, and they're like, "Yeah, we didn't, we just have never seen you. You're new in our place, and all we have is familiar faces, and you're looking around like you were judging us." I was looking around because I was scared. I was scared. Yeah. But then it all twisted around, and it's great. Been back there multiple times, and it's always been great. I have a lot of performers from over there that I really enjoy. So
Hell yeah.
yeah. Yeah, so there's a bright side, light at the end of the tunnel, that story.
Yeah.
But we do that, and I mean, especially, being anybody who has, like, especially with being gay and coming out, or being, coming out as a lesbian or anything like that, there's always that lashback of, the people give you the weird looks, or people give you, and it's the same thing with drag and burlesque, and I guess even like stand up when you're up there just dying, and people are just like, you're an awful person, or they think that your stand up is who you represent as a person, and
Right.
it's not. But I mean, you've had to go through that. You've had to, in multiple different ways. But how have you taken it? Like, how has it been easier? Has it been rough?
It was really rough at first coming out. It was extremely rough. I didn't have 100% support at first. It was hard and heartbreaking.
Sometimes I wonder too. Do you feel like it's more your fear and nerves to tell, like to come out, or do you fear more the repercussion? Which one? Like, are you more scared of yourself, or are you more scared of?
I'm more scared of what people's reactions are going to be, because there's still so much hate and hate crimes and stuff that I'm scared that if I tell someone, I don't know what's going to happen to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I mean, and that's not a fair feeling. Isn't it so crazy how unfair of a feeling that is, that you've ever even had to live that, and it's awful. Yeah, yeah, I get called. I don't know. I'm pretty. It's either I'm the gayest straight guy or the straightest gay guy. So I'm not really sure which one it is. But I've kissed, like, I don't know, more men than I've met in my life. Like I don't care, and I love to be playful and fun, and I get that, like, why are you acting like that? Those type of reactions
Right.
back, and those. It's like, what, fuck you.
So what? You're being yourself. You're happy. You're having fun. It doesn't matter what other people think.
And that's why this community is so great. There's this little, the Quad City community of all of this, that we have so many different avenues of
Yes.
all of us. I like to call us like the whole big group of weirdos. Like, we're the misfit children and all this stuff. But I love it, Yeah, because these are the people that are going to support you and uplift you. And those are the people that you should be around.
Yeah, agreed, 100%.
Who are the most important figures in drag that have that meant the most to you throughout this process?
Probably just the family I have.
Yeah.
And like Shari, William, Beth, Nix, Maddie, Elijah, just the family that I have and that do drag.
I like that Maddie was at the bottom of the list. She grit her teeth. She's like, ah.
No, she's right here. She's always with me.
I was just kidding.
She's my number one fan.
That's amazing. And I think that, well, even you, I think you two would be great, like doing something like a podcast together or something like that, or like a cooking video I don't fucking know.
Oh yeah, well the cooking video would be just chicken nuggets. Really?
Leave me alone. I'm a very
Okay.
picky eater.
You're just a chicken
I'm
nugget?
a very picky eater.
Okay,
And she
like-
loves cheese, but she's lactose intolerant.
Okay.
Call me out.
Yeah. But are you like a regular chicken nugget, or do you need this?
Dino nugget.
I
I
love the
was
dino
going
nuggets.
there.
I love
nugget.
the dino
We
nuggets.
just got some last night.
I am.
I don't know what it is, but the dino nuggets they taste different than normal chicken nuggets.
Well, Gabbee, you have to tell them how we eat chicken. You have to
You
tell
gotta
them.
Do you bite off a limb
you gotta
and then
bite
dip
off
it in the
head,
ketchup?
You gotta bite
ketchup?
off the head first, so that way it doesn't feel the pain.
Oh
Yeah.
no! I bite off a limb and then dip it in ketchup so it looks like it's bleeding, and then I put it back on the plate. So then they're all just massacred, and then I start eating them. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It seems pretty demented. I was a bit Ted Bundy-ish, I guess. I don't know. But we got, all right, your perfect meal. It's got those dino nuggets off to the side. What, like maybe a cosmic brownie? What else we got
Mashed
on this plate?
potatoes.
Mashed potatoes. Like, are we talking real homemade mashed potatoes?
Instant.
Or instant.
Okay.
If it was preferred, it'd be my grandma's mashed potatoes.
Mine would have to probably be KFC's.
Really?
Gosh.
I always get sick from KFC.
Why?
I don't know. Well, I lived in Muscatine, so that could probably be the first reason.
Yeah. I actually there was I don't know if I should bleep this. Leave it in. Dairy Queen in Kiwani. So now I'm very specific. But my little sister was working there, and they were like dipping the chicken strips in the fryers, and if they drop the chicken strips on the ground, like bare, they're supposed to pick it up and dip it in disinfectant water and put it back in the thing. Swear.
Gabbee, we can't eat Dairy
We're
Queen
not eating,
anymore.
no, we're not eating at that Dairy Queen.
Yeah. Well, you wouldn't want to anyways. You walk in and know right away. It's like, okay, maybe
It's kind
this
of like
is-
one of those in and then turn around type U-turn type situations.
No, it's actually it's a real building, but there, it's like a yellow stains on the wall type of situation. A tile that's still coming up that has asbestos under it. Yeah, like one of those. There's probably like a coyote in the back room that they're trying to get out. Yeah, there's something going on.
I don't know why that reminded you of it. So, like, in my hometown growing up in Washington, we actually had a vet clinic that had a bobcat, like a live bobcat, just living in one of the rooms.
Ooh, I don't know if I'd want to have one of those.
It was like semi-domesticated. It'd been there since it was like a little kitten, basically.
Huh. Well, if you had to have one wild, like anything, it could be any
wolf,
type of
wolf.
a wolf.
Wolf.
Why?
I love them.
Yeah, but you love them, but they're still gonna kill you.
Well, no, because you can get wolf
Wolf dogs.
dogs. They're bred with other breeds, so then you can get like the bigness of a wolf, but still have the domestication of a dog.
Sounds like cheating. Sounds like you're still getting it sounds like you're getting a dog, not a full wolf. You need like a is it a wolf or a wolf?
Wolf.
Wolf. Yeah.
Okay, so the difference is it's Adderall compared to meth.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're still getting. Yeah, you're right. You're right. It's like well, I'm a big shoe person, so it's like Under Armour and Nike. You know, you're still getting a nice shoe, but
Then they have the Walmart knockoff.
oh yeah, the Shacks, dude. I'll bounce around in some Shacks. They used to have these one shoes. They were called the Latrell Sprewell Spinners, and they had spinner rims on the bottom of the shoe.
my God.
Yeah. Yeah, if you had those on your feet, you were a somebody. Yeah. But I'm sorry there's gnats in here. We like when we got water, there's
I
like
don't
2
even
little gnats that just fly around in
I
here.
just thought it was a piece of dust because I don't have my glasses on. So.
Sorry.
It's
Should
fine.
we-
I'm her seeing eye dog.
Yeah.
Oh, she.
I chose lashes over glasses today.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah, there we go. I've never heard that expression used before. It's nice. It's nice. I was talking about the other day how I would be fucked if the end of the world went to happen because I need like 60 pairs of glasses and 60 pairs of contacts and solution
Right.
because I am blind.
Same. I'm legally blind without my glasses.
Oh yeah.
Because you got stung in the eye by a bee.
Yeah. When I was 3 years old, I got stung in my left eye by a bee.
Okay. Now let's hear more.
And I was blind in that eye for like 4 or 5 days.
Okay.
And then my vision came back, but ever since then, my vision in my left eye has slowly been deteriorating. So like my right eye, this is just glass. There's no prescription in it. But my left eye is like 180, 2200.
So you'd only be halfway fucked. Like if you just run around get a pirate patch, you'd be just fine. You can still see.
Yeah, fair. Because I'm not gonna have as much depth perception.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, people are gonna be poking you on the one side. You're like, what the fuck? No, I remember the night that my vision went from good to bad.
Really?
I was reading a book and it was called Tangerine, and I was in like 4th grade. But I had this book and I had to finish it by the next day because I was like in trouble. My grades were in real bad shape. And so I had one of those lamps that remember they're like this big,
Yeah.
and you could get them like Disney ones or whatever.
Yeah.
And so I was like reading this book, and then I remember like as the night went on, 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3
You had
a.m.,
to get closer and
and I was
closer.
getting closer and closer to the lamp as well. And then I woke up and I'm like, wow, my eyes are so foggy. And I went to football practice, couldn't catch a pass, couldn't even see it. And they were like, what is up with you? And yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it was weird. It was weird, but that's the way I guess things work
That's the way the
sometimes.
cookie crumbles.
So now with your Twitch stuff, what is your avenue? Like when you get on Twitch, are you like a talkative person? Do you like
I try to be. Mainly the number one thing I do is I'll take a bunch of edibles
hell yeah?
and I'll just play games zooted out of my mind and try to do challenges and stuff.
You should see the one of her
I-
playing. Shoot, what's the one with the big witchy woman, tall?
Resident Evil Village because of Lady Dimitrescu.
Okay.
The big tall vampire mommy lady.
Yep, just talk to me like that. Perfect. Okay, and so were you tweaking or were you just being silly?
I was zooted.
Okay, yeah, you were way gone. You're just floating around.
I listened to her watching it back one day, and all of a sudden I heard, "No, thank you, mommy. No, thank you, mommy. No, thank you, mommy." And I was like, "What the hell is happening right now?"
What kind of dosage are we talking here? How deep were you?
Like 30 milligrams?
Oh yeah, yeah, and you're a tiny little thing too. So 30 milligrams hits heavy.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And she's got a goal on her Twitch.
I do have a goal on my Twitch.
Okay.
So I think I'm at like 65 followers right now. So not a super lot.
Okay, no, I believe that's pretty good.
Yeah,
Like,
but if I hit 100, my roommate Elijah, the DJ at Varieties and stuff, he's gonna read a chapter of 50 Shades of Grey in the Carl Weezer voice.
Okay, wow, and wait, on the
channel.
Oh, hey, let's do it. Let's get him over there. I know we're about to fire ours back up. Our Twitch stream's gonna come back. The last time I was on Twitch, I was playing Call of Duty, and I was like, I was just on there by myself. I was like, hey, I've got an idea. Let's see how many times I can die in one match. And I said, I guarantee no one can beat this. And so I just started like holding the grenade and just blowing myself up. And like I died like 45 times in this one match of like team deathmatch or whatever it was. And I don't if it was team deathmatch or it was one, whatever it was, but then it kicked me out of the game. Yeah, it kicked me out.
Too many deaths?
But
or?
I accidentally killed one person though. I did accidentally kill one because they blew up while I was holding my grenade. They were probably just like, "What is this guy doing?" And they wanted to get on the Twitch stream or something. But yeah, that was really, really stupid. My KD went to shit after that. Oh, it was so embarrassing. Trying to explain to everyone why I was the most awful player in the history of that game, according to my stat line. But yeah.
And then you come back and play serious, and they're like, oh.
Yeah, I mean, I was better. I mean, better than dying every time. Yeah, I'm not excellent at video games. There's a few games that I really am good at, like Mario Kart. We're right there. Madden. I'm pretty good at Madden, but I like. I don't know. Like I like to play like the Mario Party games and stuff. I just think they're so much fun.
Those are a lot of fun.
Are you a VR person?
I am. I don't have one, but I love to play VR games.
I feel like you would tweak out a little bit on that too. He give you 30 milligrams and then it puts you in a boxing match.
I felt so bad. I was doing that one game where like you hit what is it?
Saber. Saber.
I accidentally hit my mom's dog in the head and I felt so bad. And I was like, Miles, I'm so sorry.
Oh no.
I freaking love Beat Saber.
Oh, it is.
It's like my favorite VR game.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, I love the VR though. Like you just get into it and you really do, like the very first time you like log in, you feel like you're in this whole new world.
Yeah.
And the one that we had gotten, it was like the Oculus whatever. I don't know. But like the very first thing that you did was you're in this room. And like you can look out, you're like in the desert somewhere or whatever it was. And I just started looking around like, holy shit, I need to watch porn on this so bad. I'm like, oh my gosh. Like I'm looking at my hand and moving my fingers and it's doing the same things. I'm like, just wanting to put some objects in there. Yeah, but it still has yet to be done because I don't want to look it up and then the kids get on their VR, not my VR. There's tits all over the place or something.
Label maker, just put your name on it.
Mm-hmm. Like if I could just have a folder and put a lock on it on there, I would. I'm sure there's a way to do that. You know, what's crazy is, especially staying in the game, like in the world of games, it's crazy how much about systems and games that were released 20 years ago that we never realized or still didn't know that like these companies are still coming out saying like, you know, on the GameCube you could flip open the back and pull this out and you could attach this. Yeah, like they're still telling people about all this stuff. I just saw something the other day about one, but it was like nobody ever even knew that you could do this. There was supposed to be an attachment for a screen for like an N64 or the wireless. Yeah. And like no one knew that.
No.
Or yeah, and then the game a Game Boy to be attached to another system, and you could hook it up and like actually control your Game Boy from one of those controllers.
Yes, like I have a GameCube. I collect video game consoles.
Mm-hmm.
Like old school stuff too. I have my dad's Game Boy, like his original Game Boy. Sega Genesis, Super Nintendo. Nintendo Entertainment System, like all that, up to like new gen stuff. But on the GameCube, there was this little attachment you could get for the bottom.
Okay.
And it came with a disc, and what you do is you'd put the disc in, and you could pop a Game Boy Advance game in there, and you could play it on your GameCube hooked up to the TV.
See, that's crazy, and like half the people don't even know that.
It was like my favorite thing to do after school. I'd come home, make sure all my homework and everything was done. I was a good student, tried to be, but after that, I would just like immediately just go pop like Pokemon Leaf Green in there, put the disc in, and just get on the TV.
Yeah, that's another game I was good at, even though there's no skill to it. But I would whoop people in Pokemon Stadium.
Same.
Oh, dude, I was a stadium all day. Pokemon Snap, it was awesome, but man, you can only take 100% picture, like the best picture so many times.
Yeah.
But that was cool too. See, that's another thing I was talking about. Like people didn't realize if you threw 5 apples in the water on like Pokemon Snap, if you threw 5 apples in the water, Lapras is gonna come out of the water on the next stage. Like,
yeah.
And people didn't know that you could do that, and so that and now people find that out too. So it makes going back to the old games fun. But man, it's just so hard with them graphics now. We're so spoiled.
I still appreciate it because I'm like looking back at like when they were made, and so I take that into consideration and looking at it. It's like these graphics were not bad for that at all.
So right now, aren't you playing Pokemon Coliseum?
I am. I'm playing Pokemon Coliseum on GameCube.
Oh shit! I'm playing Pokemon Go on my phone right now.
Same. We should add each other.
Okay, cool. What level?
I think I'm at like 36, 37.
Okay, you're way down there. No, I'm just 40. But when it restarted, I haven't committed like again. Once they said that you can advance past 40. Mm-hmm. Yeah, then it was like, oh shit. And then I saw that you had to catch 200 Pokemon in a day, and it was like 10 million for the next level up. Yeah. Oh, it's something like that. It's crazy. And I'm like, I'll just shiny check every once in a while. That's
fair.
Yeah.
Just research days.
What if you had to be one Pokemon? Which one would it be?
Vulpix.
Oh, nice choice. I like that too. Especially that is perfect because Vulpix's evolution, like the way they go back, it's a lot like you and the way you perform on stage. Like that. You go from this to boom this.
Yeah.
Like whoa. What about you?
I really like Bulbasaur.
Bulbasaur? Yeah, battle back.
Yeah, that sounds like me in the morning, so it's a perfect match. And he's a little chunkier, tinier guy. And then when he says, oh, he's got a flower on his back. He's not actually a bitch after all. So it's like opening up.
Yeah.
Because when people approach me when I'm in drag or out of drag, they just think I'm a bitch.
Really?
I have my mom's resting bitch face, so no one ever walks up to me and talks to me.
Okay, I could say I wouldn't say you have a resting bitch face. You have a very stern face, though. Like if people don't know you, I can see that. Yeah. I would never say that I've at least never personally thought I've looked at you and went like, oh man, she's getting that fucking stanky look. But no, I would say it's more of just you get a serious look on your face sometimes.
I blame it on the fact that I was raised by 2 Scorpios.
I don't know anything about all that stuff, but I have a lot of friends who do. So, what's a Scorpio?
They're I think
Scorpio is one of the astrology signs.
Yeah. Is what month's that? Is that a month?
It's November.
Okay.
And my mom is just really she's wonderful, but she's also really scary. And when you have 2 parents that are both Scorpios and they're both button heads all the time. And then I'm a Virgo and I'm over in the corner crying and I'm like,
I'm probably wait. What am I? I'm a Taurus.
Hey, same.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why you get along so well.
Hell yeah! It's because I don't really know much about that, but I'm pretty sure they're fucking awesome, right? That's
I agree with you.
That's what it comes down to at the end of the day. What do you think about the Hocus Pocus 2?
I'm so excited.
You're excited? I'm nervous.
I'm more excited about Beetlejuice 2.
Oh yeah, and Michael Keaton's coming back for that.
I know.
Oh.
No, I love the Hocus Pocus movies. I love Halloween. Halloween is my favorite time of year.
Yeah, I mean, me too. But I'm nervous because they've got them on Swiffers, and you see in the vacuum. Yeah. And I'm like, oh no, are they just gonna make it so stupid? Because the old one wasn't stupid. It was silly and playful, yes, but it kind of like as a kid, it gave you the creeps a little bit. It gave you that
Right.
nervous feeling. And I just think maybe it's just going to be so silly now that it's like, I don't lose its touch, you know?
Right.
It's gonna be like that one movie you think is gonna be really good, and then you're just like, oh, you just never mention like the sequel to that movie ever again.
It's yeah, you never remember. It's like Dumb and Dumber. Like
Yeah.
like no one's ever talked about Dumb and Dumber or Dumb like, but there's a lot of
Second one.
Yeah.
exactly. See,
Yeah.
exactly. But I mean, then you get stuff like Harry Potter's, like the Harry Potters and Lord of the Rings, but those started out as books. So I
Yeah.
mean, those stories in themselves are all one long story.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your favorite TV stuff?
I watch a lot of anime.
Okay. Like what?
My Hero Academia, Jujutsu Kaisen, Assassination Classroom. There was one, it's a Netflix original. I want to say it's called Blue Period, and it's about a kid learning how to paint.
Oh.
So like I just like a little bit of everything, really.
My buddy Joe, he's the one that ate all this nasty ass shit with me on the podcast.
She was like, "Have you seen some of his podcasts?" And I'm like, "Oh, you showed me." And the first one she pulls up is that one just throwing up into a trash.
And I was
can.
Yeah,
like,
you
turn-
should
I was
just
like,
pick a
what is
different one.
going on?
Just pick a
As
different
soon
one.
as I heard, I'm like, turn it off. I'm sorry. I love you, Shayne. I cannot listen to you puke.
Yeah, that was. I know. I was. It was just so funny. Like that was such a stupid episode, but
It was fun.
Yeah, it was very fun. But he is. He's big on anime, and he's got full anime sleeves done that are like really well done. And you would be very impressed with it.
I just think it's fun because I'll confuse her and just a bunch of people because I'll watch anime sometimes without subtitles.
Yeah, because she's fluent in Japanese, so
Are
I
you
can't.
serious?
Hajimemashite, Gabbee Pistoresi, Nihongo nashimasu ka?
And I'm like,
Meow.
I'm dyslexic. Please turn the English back on.
Oh my gosh! Whoa, why did you learn this?
So when I was going to Eastern Washington University before like COVID and a bunch of stuff happened, Japanese was actually my minor.
Why?
So the ultimate goal with my programming degree is I want to make video games. Two of
Okay,
the biggest
got it.
video game companies is Sony and Nintendo,
Yep.
both based out of Japan.
Yep.
So even if I can't get a job as a programmer, I can do something translating.
Oh yeah, and or even get your foot in the door with that. Yeah, that's a very smart move. Wow, good for you for thinking ahead like that.
It's
That's
also really fun when I get spam calls because I'll just answer in Japanese.
oh,
I'm like, moshi moshi, wakarimasen, nihongo nashimasu ka? Wakarimasen, eigo nashimasen, sayonara. And it like directly translates basically to hello. I'm sorry, I don't understand. Do you speak Japanese? I'm sorry, I don't understand. I don't speak English. Goodbye.
so. Like as you go to learn something like this, I mean, even like Spanish, like people are familiar with it. Like they hear that. Not many people hear that, you know.
Hablo un
So,
poquito.
huh?
Hablo un poquito español.
Yeah. Okay. Like I need you to talk in English real
I
quick.
speak very little Spanish.
Okay. But I mean, so that is you go into college to learn that. And you sit there day one. Everybody else has no idea either.
Nope. Teiko Sensei was from Japan, and she actually worked with video games too. She translated the Final Fantasy games for a really long time.
Fuck, dude. That's a game I missed. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It's been forever since I played those.
Like Teiko Sensei, I can totally word today. Teiko Sensei, my Japanese professor at the time. She's retired now, but like she worked for Final Fantasy, like that whole company, doing the translations on like the user agreements and everything.
Wow, that's amazing. And so now you go all 4 years doing
So
that.
it was only 2 years for the minor.
Oh, okay, so you go 2 years, and it's year round of just learning this because I mean, yeah,
3 different alphabets.
I don't understand. Like they
Japanese
have,
has 3 alphabets.
it's not just like one alphabet, but 3 times as long.
Nope.
No, they're different characters.
So there's hiragana, which is anything that is native to Japan. And then there's katakana, which is how our names would be spelled because it's foreign to Japan. And there's kanji, which is the hiragana put into like more complex characters.
Yeah, but you don't know all of kanji yet.
I don't. There's like over 5,000 kanji.
And do they all know the kanji, or is that something that they learn as they get older as well?
I'm not 100% sure. I think they all know it by the time they like graduate.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I've never been out of the country. I've never been in Canada. I guess, I mean, I'm like barely left Illinois, you know?
Same.
But so, I mean, that is such a crazy. And so, have I mean, you have to show off this skill every chance you get, right?
Yeah.
When you're like, I mean, especially at like the mall and you hear somebody who can speak Japanese.
I just get giddy, but I just stay to myself.
Oh my gosh, you know how many people you would impress, like if you're like go to a Japanese restaurant and then just speak it the whole time? You don't do that?
Not really, no.
Wow.
I can't say I have.
I think it's because she'd get really nervous because she's actually a very shy person.
Yeah.
So like when she'd be talking about it in the car right over, like I'm gonna do it. When she
as soon as you get there, I'm gonna be like,
and she goes, I want rice.
Yeah.
I don't understand that because you're not like that at all. But I also, since the very first time I met you, the one thing that I said is, okay, you were the very first real time I've seen you multiple times, but at the Mary show.
Yes.
And I watched that video 9 million times because your freaking face, and my heart was like, ah. But you looked at me that day like my sister, who we used to be really close, and like she looked at me that way, like, oh my gosh, I think you're awesome, like, and that was a look like. I sat there, we drove home, I told Timmy, I was like, Gabbee like gives me this like look that makes me feel like I'm awesome.
'Cause you are.
Yeah,
But literally after that show, she talked about you for like 3 days straight. She goes, "Oh my God, he has a podcast." I'm like, okay, we'll get it worked out. Just calm down.
But I mean, and then every time, like, so that's something, you're a person for me that maybe you do, maybe you don't realize it. But when I see you, man, like my like heart does like the thing, like, oh my gosh, like I don't know. Sometimes it's just those people out there that, man.
That's how I feel when I see you.
Oh, that's so awesome. Like, but yeah, I just wanted to say that to you.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. And maybe you won't, like, in the long run, treat me as awful as my little sister did. Yeah.
Oh God.
But okay, what shows do you have coming up?
So tomorrow, the 22nd of July.
That this will be done and gone.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. So I do have Fall Pride.
Fall Pride.
Fall Pride, September 20.
It's the
23rd,
23rd and 24th. We're both
Yep.
in that one, yeah.
Yep, and the 24th.
Oh, you're in it. You're in as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 24th. I'm actually really, really excited for. My dad is driving all the way from Arizona to see me do drag for the first time.
Wow.
My parents, besides the family I've made here, are probably my biggest supporters in drag.
Wow.
Yeah, and her dad just recently was like, "Heck yeah, girl, get it." And so we're really excited
He was like
about
okay
it.
with it, but now he's like, I'm gonna come out and see it. Like he's like sharing stuff. He's like, hey, you should do this. Like
He actually gave Gabbee the idea for her Everything Black number. That was his idea.
the one with the suit. Yep. My dad is the one that came up with that routine, so I'm doing it at Fall Pride for him in person.
Mm-hmm. And that's gotta make you just feel so good.
It does. It makes me giddy.
Good.
So I'm excited for that. August 19th at Yoshi's, actually.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
There's a show going on. Mona Cyanide's putting it on, trying to get drag at other venues as well.
Have you happened to hear the Yoshi's ad radio? Or ad on the radio?
No.
It's I'll actually, maybe I can just play it if I pull this up real quick, because one, it'll promote Yoshi's, and two, it'll tell a whole story in itself. All right, so this.
I don't listen to radio much.
Canteen, the only Filipino restaurant in the QC, has karaoke with DJ AAM or open mic with Brad Hand and Shayne Neubert every Friday night. Sign up is at 7 p.m. and the event starts at 8 p.m. They also have professional grade pool tables, yard pong, cornhole, and a volleyball court. Stop in and try the best Filipino food in the Midwest. Yoshi's Bar and Filipino Canteen in downtown Davenport. Yoshi's is the only Filipino restaurant in the Quads.
All right, that's enough of that.
That's dope.
Isn't that so cool? It's on the radio. And when I heard that, my very first thought is, it's not my open mic. I don't put that show on. The guy who does it is John L. They didn't give him credit for it. They said my name instead. I had to call him. I was like, dude, I had nothing to do with this. I know it's your show. I have no idea. Yeah, so there was a little bit of, I don't know, stuff to the side, but it definitely wasn't my doing. But I'll take the free publicity any day I can get it. Yeah. Sorry, John L. Yeah. But Yoshi's is awesome. You been there yet?
Not
We
yet.
both haven't.
Oh, wait. You need to get the egg rolls there.
The egg rolls?
Unbelievable.
Okay.
Yeah. And dude, that guy, he's a interesting guy. So he opened this bar. He was I'm not sure which branch of the military he was in, but he did a lot there. Now he like sells Teslas as well.
What?
And he drives around in his Tesla. Well, he doesn't drive because he sits there and it drives for him and he posts these
Right.
videos. He was just on the Paula Sands show, selling for his business of fixing broken phones. Like
the
what?
hell?
I have no idea.
That's dope.
Yeah, he's just. I
He's
guess.
literally like an everyman band.
Yes, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, what was it? Do you remember the one man band? Is that what it was called? Like the show when I would probably in the early '90s, the Andy Bandy Man.
I think so.
Yeah, where the guy he had the clanks on his arm. It was a movie, and then he had I don't know, the harmonica attached to it,
Yes.
and then he had the drums on his back.
Back.
Yeah, that was
I saw one of those at the Iowa State Fair.
like someone in one of those outfits.
Yeah, like he would move his foot and it would like
It
do
would
the
hit-
drum
it
on
hit
his
the
back.
drum and-
Oh
Yeah.
Was he good though?
Yeah, he was decent.
Yeah, I wanna. Well, if you had to learn like one crazy hobby or talent, like right now, well, clearly you're already very fucking good at it. Look at you just.
I would say I also play 22 instruments, so
Oh shit! Okay.
Not
Man, what'd you go-
saxophone.
Did you go to Juilliard?
no.
Oh wait, why not the saxophone?
So I do play the saxophone. She makes that joke. So we were on the phone one time, and this is like when we were like just first dating and everything. And I was like, I can play saxophone. She's like, okay. Do you know how to play Careless Whisper? I'm like, you bet your ass I do. And then I get
Is
ready
that
and
the?
everything.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, bet. And I sit there and I'm like, I forgot how to play it.
I was like, you can't play saxophone if you can't play Careless Whisper.
So until I'm able to play it for her again, I can't play
Because
saxophone.
and then like a week later, I saw a video of an 11-year-old who learned how to play Careless Whisper in literally 2 days, and it was way super good.
So you've learned now since?
No.
No, not yet.
Yeah, because once you do, don't ever stop playing it. Beat it into her head so
I
bad
will.
that she hates it.
I will. That's the plan.
All right, give me another one though. So I mean, you already know how to do that. I'm saying something new. What would it be? Something crazy. I mean, it could be anything.
Hurdy-gurdy.
What?
The hurdy-gurdy.
What's that?
It's an instrument.
But I just made like a frog noise. But no, not another instrument. You already know how to play instruments.
Okay.
Something like
This is something else in
yeah.
general.
Let's go into a different direction. Come on, think. Like it could be like you want to learn how to whittle or like
I really wish I knew how to draw.
draw. Really? I really thought that you would be like do art like that.
I tried to.
I
Not
just had a
well,
feeling.
But
I'm
I would.
the DIYer.
Yeah.
What would you draw, like anime type stuff?
That's really like the only thing I kind of can draw
Mm-hmm.
is, but I have to like see like a template and stuff. I would really like to learn like how to draw things, like seeing it and being able to transfer it to paper.
It's weird how some people have that ability and some people just don't.
Yeah.
Like you can have a person who's never taken a class and just can sit there. There was one actually. I'm going to put a picture of this woman up right here. She is so unbelievable. She doesn't have arms. That she lost her arms and then she lost usage of her feet. But she paints with her paintbrush in her mouth. And I sent a message, and here I am sending this message, being like, I'm never gonna get a response. Like she doesn't have hands, like, and she, and I was like, I would love for you to be on the podcast. I don't know if that'd be something that you'd be interested in. And she said that she'd be interested in doing it. She has like 1 million followers. It's unbelievable. But it's so detailed, this art that she's doing. She just puts it in her mouth. And you got to think, how tired would your jaw be from just like constantly biting that thing up and down, like.
And your neck, too. How tired your neck would have to get.
Yeah, you would think that she would have like she's a beautiful gal, but you would think that she'd have like a neck like, this wide because all the muscles that she'd probably be building up on each side. But yeah, she's extremely talented. And that's kind of like the determination of people, to not give up. Like you got dealt. That was almost the worst thing I could have said. I think.
Respectable.
Yeah. So, well, how about the weather? Real hot out there, huh? It's
nasty humid.
Yeah. Wow. So, what about that pool? There was a pool with some. Wow. Shayne, keep it in. Don't clip it. But we got a few minutes left here. Is there anything else that you want to go over? Anything that you want to say to anybody or anything like that?
I want to give a shout out to the family I've made here and just being like
Fam Damley.
Fam Damley. That's our group chat name. To Fam Damley just for taking me in. I've only been here a year and a half. I haven't lived in the Midwest very long, and they are family. They're my family. I'm their family. So I just want to thank them for taking me in and giving me a place.
Do you have any word that you want people to follow you or the Logan page?
Yes, Logan Flynn L.
What pictures? And we're going to start the podcast episode with some of those pictures too. But damn, my forearm's looking jacked up in that camera right now. Whoa!
We just started going to the gym. I'm so sore today.
Yeah, I started this week too again.
I'm so sore.
Yeah, that's the way. You don't want to overdo it at the start because you can feel yourself deteriorate real fast.
Yeah.
But where are you going to the gym?
Planet Fitness.
Yeah. Yeah, is that where they buzz you and stuff?
So you just go in and you just scan your phone.
Yeah, but if you have like a water bottle and like you're like, oh yeah, they do the lunk alarm.
Yeah, it's like I saw a video where they were purposely trying to turn it off. So like they'll drop weight, so they'll grunt really loud.
Yeah.
Or if you stare at someone too long, they'll sound it off because it's a no judgment zone.
Let's go in and do that. Let's make a video. Let's just.
Well, you'll get kicked out.
I know, that's the point of the video. I'm not looking to stay there the rest of my life. Like, if I'm going there to get kicked out, I want to get kicked out.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah. So, where do you find all the Logan pages?
Facebook.
Okay.
That's the only one I have right now.
Maddie, you want anything?
We have How We Fell in Love is on Facebook, but I'm mostly on Instagram. And for How We Fell in Love, it's under Strider_Gotta Stride.
Gotta stride.
I made it in middle school, never changed it.
And then the Twitch account one last time?
Gabbee, Gabbeep. If it's not under that, it's going to be under the Hybrid Girl. All one word. Girl is spelled Gurl.
Girl.
And honestly, what we'll do at one point is we'll just set up like our like Elgato thing and then record a podcast.
Too.
Yeah, we'll record a podcast episode while we're just playing games.
Yes.
That'd be fucking fun.
That'd be dope.
Like,
that'd be dope.
Dude, we could pajama it up, like get some of those and put it up right here.
I'll bring the edibles.
I'm in.
I'll bring the edibles.
I'm in, dog. I'm all the way in.
I will say real quick, probably best stream moment, in my opinion, is I was streaming with Elijah, and we were doing a joint farm. And we were sharing the money, and he was like, "Yo, go get these, go get seeds." And I'm like, "What do you mean, parsnips?" And he's like, "Okay." I'm like, "Okay, I got it." And so I go, and you just see our gold just go, brrr. And he's like, "Gabbee, what the fuck happened to our gold?" And I'm like, "You told me to get parsnips." He's like, "I didn't mean all parsnips. How many did you buy?" And I'm like, 176.
Yeah, and that was all your money.
Yeah.
Damn.
So Gabbee and I have a farm set up right now that we have the money separate just because I didn't want her spending all the money on parsnips.
And isn't there ways to like get extra money? Like have
You just sell the stuff.
No, like with other people. Can you play together with other people on that one?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I'm lost on it.
We'll have to play it sometime.
All right, we'll do it on here.
Yes.
This is Shot 30 Podcast. I'm Shayne Neubert. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching, and thank you for listening. As always, Shot 30 Podcast is available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, Castbox, YouTube. Good night.
Good night.